Now we're going to practice counting, but rather than always starting with 1, we're going to practice counting on or back from any number. So here we have the numbers 4, 5, 6. We can say these numbers are getting bigger by 1 each time, or we can say that with 4, 5, 6 we're counting forwards. We can say that we're adding 1 each time. We can say that the numbers are increasing by 1 each time, which is a fancy word for getting bigger. Or we can use another fancy word and say that the numbers are ascending by 1 each time, or the numbers are in ascending order. So there are lots of different words that we can use. So we start with 4. We know that 1 more makes 5. Then the next number is 6. What comes next? Well, 1 more makes 7. And then after that, we have 8. So what we've done here is we've counted forward from the number 4 to the number 8. Now we have 16, 15, 14. What can you tell me about these numbers? Well, we know that they're all teen numbers, numbers with 1 10, but maybe you noticed that the numbers are getting smaller each time. Or you could say, when we say 16, 15, 14, that we're counting backwards. So normally we count upwards and we say 14, 15, 16, but if we're saying 16, 15, 14, we're still counting, we're just going the other way, so we're going backwards. Or you could say that we're subtracting 1 each time. So remember that if we're counting forwards, we say that we're adding 1 each time, but if we're going backwards, we're subtracting 1 or taking 1 away each time. You can say that the numbers are decreasing, which is a fancy word for getting smaller. Or you can say that the numbers are going in descending order, which basically means they're going down. So we start with 16. But now, if we take away or subtract one of our units, we get 15. Subtract another one, we get 14. So what number comes next? Well, take away another one, we get 13. And what's next? We have 12. So now 16, 17, 18. So our number sequence starts with 16. Then adding 1 more makes 17. Another one makes 18. What comes next? We get 19. And what comes after that? Whoops, oh dear, I think I've made a mistake here. I saw that I had one group of 10 here, and then I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 blocks here. But if we have 10 blocks in a line here, and we have another 10 blocks, we don't write it like that. Instead, we can push these blocks together so that we now have 2 groups of 10, which means we have the number 20, and we write that 2, 0. That's better. So let's have a look at our numbers. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Can you remember any of the words we used earlier to describe it when the numbers are going up? Well, we had getting bigger. We had counting forwards. You could say that we're adding 1 each time. You can say that the numbers are increasing by 1 each time. We can say that the numbers are ascending by 1 each time, or in ascending order. now we have 13, 12, 11. So we start with 13, subtract 1, and we get 12, subtract another 1, and we get 11. So what comes next? Well, the number before 11 is 10. Now to count backwards, I need the number before 10. So let's show this by breaking up our tens block so that we can take one away, and we can see that if we counted those up, we have 9 left. So what can you tell me about this number sequence? Remember some of the words we thought about earlier when the numbers are going down? Well, maybe you could describe the numbers as getting smaller by 1 each time. You can say that we're counting backwards. You can say that we're subtracting 1 or taking 1 away each time. You can say that we're decreasing by 1 each time, that the numbers are decreasing. Or you can say that the numbers are in descending order, so they're going from bigger to smaller.